Well, we had a full midweek programme in the Scottish Premiership. We have a full weekend programme to come. Rangers won at Easter Road on Wednesday night. That's 4 wins in a row for caretaker boss Graham Murty, and they're back here at Ibrox, Barry Ferguson, to face St Johnstone on Saturday.
Yeah, a great result going to Easter Road. Obviously Hibs had a good performance against Celtic at the weekend. They took a point off Celtic, and I was a bit worried with Rangers going to Easter Road, but the performance wasn't great. I thought Hibs dominated the game, but fair play to Rangers. They came away with the 3 points, and they showed a steel of determination. Yeah. Certainly over the last couple of weeks, that's been missing for me over the last year at Rangers. So it was a fantastic 3 points, going to a difficult place in 4 games in a row, which hasn't happened in a long time. So I'm looking forward to the game on Saturday again. I think Rangers will beat a St Johnstone team that's struggling of late. They had a disappointing result against Aberdeen midweek, so I'm expecting Rangers to take the 3 points there.
And Simon Donnelly, what do we put this St Johnstone slump down to?
I don't know. I mean, the last few seasons they've always finished top 6. I don't know if this team is spent and they have to refresh. They bounced back. Excuse me. They bounced back after a couple of defeats. Got a win on the cards, and then fall back against Aberdeen the other night. They're usually strong at home, St Johnstone. I can't put my finger on it this year. They've just not been the same team. And the 3-0 result the other night's a hefty defeat at home.
Well, I think most people will fancy Rangers to beat St Johnstone at the weekend then. Aberdeen sitting third on goal difference behind Rangers going into their match against Hibernian. And they seem to be over a mini slump in those 2 games against Rangers, Barry.
Yeah, I certainly think the Rangers saga did affect not just the manager, Derek McInnes, but I think it certainly affected the players in the 2 defeats against Rangers. But a great result away to St Johnstone, 3-0, convincingly won that game. And for me, it's the game of the weekend, Aberdeen against Hibs. 2 really good teams. I think it'll be a close game, as I says. I thought Hibs were excellent against Rangers. I know they didn't win that game. As I says, Aberdeen now are back. They're settled now with the manager staying, and it looks to me if the players are happy as well. So it's going to be a tight one, but with Aberdeen being at home, and the confidence will be sky high, I can see Aberdeen winning this one, but it'll be a tight one.
And in terms of Hibs, Simon, obviously they came so close to ending Celtic's unbeaten record last weekend, and then by all accounts they should have beaten Rangers.
Yeah, I think they can look back. They'll probably be frustrated. 1 point out of the 6. It was a Lustig clearance off the line that saved them, ending that run at the weekend. And by all accounts, they're the best team last night, as Barry said. I was at Celtic Park. He watched the Hibs Rangers game on the television. I've seen the highlights this morning. Hibs had several chances, and I read Lennon's post-match interview. They'll be kicking themselves. It was a great opportunity to go and get the result there, but maybe they can take something from the performance. And as Barry says, it's the match of the weekend. Up at Pittodrie, it'll be a good game.
Let's stay with Simon for this one, because Dundee are at home to Partick Thistle, and a much needed result for Thistle the other night.
Yeah, my old team, happy to see them bounce back, albeit they got off to a great start, 3-0 up, and then panic maybe set in, just the confidence not being there, and almost gave it away at the end, just got over the line 3-2. It's a tough one up at Dundee. Dundee have bounced back of late, they've got some points on the board. I think this will be a tight one, probably a draw, I would say.
I think it will be a tight one, but I'll disagree with Simon. I know Dundee had a bad result at Tynecastle. I've seen Neil McCann, the manager's comments. He wasn't a happy man, and I know what he's like. We're obviously playing with him at Rangers. I can imagine what training will be like leading up to this game. I know Partick came out of slump, a good 3-2, won at home against Motherwell. I think Dundee will win this game. As I say, I know Neil McCann, he'll be in about his players, letting them know how important this game is, and I see Dundee winning this one.
Now you can read my BetSafe blog on the Scottish Premiership here on the site, and the one I had trouble calling this week was Hamilton against Ross County. Simon?
It's a tight one. I think it'll favour the home team. I watched them last night at Celtic Park, bounced back after an onslaught in the first 20 minutes, got a great goal. Yeah. Proved difficult for Celtic. They've got 1 or 2 good players. I like the boy Redmond. He scored a fantastic goal last night. I think they'll just nick this one on Saturday.
What about Kilmarnock against Ross County then? Kilmarnock, they got the monkey off their back by winning at home last weekend. A good 2-2 draw at Dingwall during the week.
Yeah,
Kilmarnock against Motherwell, I should have said.
No, I was
Barry,
just
sorry.
about to correct you there, Jim. It's normally us that are making mistakes, but you've made it this time, which I'm happy with. Listen, Steve Clarke's done a fantastic job since he's come in. There's no doubt their away form has always been good. Their home form of late wasn't great until last weekend, where they had a great victory against Partick Thistle 5-1. So, also during the week they went up to Ross County, as you had mentioned, which is always a difficult place, a long travel. I just see Kilmarnock winning this. I think their confidence is high. Chris Boyd up front starting to score goals again with Brothy. Their partnership is looking really good, so I fancy Kilmarnock for this one.
And Simon, Motherwell still without Lewis Moult, and it looks as though he's off to Preston North End as well.
Yeah, and it seems to be affecting them, you know, on the back of the cup final and the great run they had up until the cup final. It's affected their results of late. You know, they've had 2 or 3 defeats, not looking the same team without him, and I would go along with Fergie. I think Kilmarnock will take the 3 points.
Now Celtic's unbeaten domestic run now at 69. They go to Hearts on Sunday. That's the Sunday lunchtime game this weekend for television. Hearts blooding a few youngsters during the week, Simon. Do you think, 1, that Craig Levein will stick with that plan against Celtic, and 2, can they get a result against Celtic, where Hibs so narrowly failed?
First question, I think, in terms of the youngsters, I think if they're doing it, they should keep them in.
Yeah.
I think I read John Souttar's comments comparing one of the young kids to a young Ryan Gould, who excelled for us at Dundee United a couple of years ago. So if they're doing it, keep them in. It doesn't matter who you're playing. To answer your second question, I don't see them stopping Celtic. I was there last night, and Hamilton made it difficult at times, you know, putting bodies behind the ball, but Celtic had scored 3 great goals, moved the ball about really well in periods of the game, and I just don't see it stopping. I think they'll take the 3 points. I know Hearts have won their last 2 games, but I fancy Celtic. Barry's touched on it before. It's a place that Rangers and Celtic players like going, and
enjoy it.
You know, they relish it. So I think Celtic will go there and take the 3 points.
Barry?
I don't see it ending. I don't see it ending anytime soon. Hopefully, come the Old Firm game towards the end of end of the year. But Celtic for me are domestically too strong for everyone. It was close last week, but I go back to the Hibs game. I mean, it could have been out of sight. Celtic could have won that 4 or 5. Fair play to Hibs to come back in. But going to Tynecastle, every player, Simon will tell you, I was the same. He was the same. It's a place that I love going. The fans are on top of you. Every player loves going there to play their football. I know Hearts are on a bit of form of late, but I don't see it ending, and I see Celtic win this by 2 or 3 goals.
OK, well the boys always narrow it down to 3 here on BetSafe. Let's get Simon Donnelly's treble first of all. Simon.
Rangers to make it 5 in a row. Aberdeen to beat Hibs, which will be tight, and Celtic to beat Hearts on Sunday.
Barry?
I'm going to go for Rangers, Dundee and Kilmarnock.
OK guys, thanks very much indeed. Simon Donnelly and Barry Ferguson here with me, Jim Dillahunt, every week on BetSafe.